wiped down the last empty glass and set it aside. The clock on the wall announced midnight, signaling the end of another long night at the bar. Exhausted but relieved, she locked up the establishment and stepped out into the chilly night. The deserted parking lot echoed with the distant sounds of the city, and the dim streetlights cast long shadows on the pavement. As Mia approached her car, a feeling of unease settled over her. She shook it off, attributing it to the late hour and the eerie quiet that enveloped the surroundings. She fumbled for her keys, her breath forming small clouds in the cold air. The wind whispered through the trees, rustling the leaves like ghostly whispers. Turning the key in the ignition, Mia expected the comforting hum of her car's engine, but nothing happened. Panic set in as she tried again and again, the engine stubbornly refusing to come to life. A sinking feeling gripped her stomach as she realized she was alone in the dark, stranded in the desolate parking lot. She glanced around, the shadows seeming to grow darker and more menacing. The distant city noises had faded, leaving an unsettling silence. Mia's heart raced as she considered her options. No cabs were in sight, and walking home in the dead of night was not an appealing prospect. Suddenly, an otherworldly chill permeated the air. Mia shivered, her breath catching in her throat. Out of the corner of her eye, she saw a flicker of movement, a shape emerging from the darkness. As it drew closer, she discerned a figure, hazy and indistinct. Fear paralyzed Mia as the figure materialized into a spectral form. A woman, ethereal and translucent, stood before her. The ghostly figure wore a tattered dress, and her eyes glowed with an eerie intensity. Mia's mind raced with disbelief and terror. The ghostly woman extended a pale hand toward Mia, her voice a haunting whisper. "Help me," she pleaded, the words echoing in the stillness of the night. Mia stumbled backward, her heart pounding. The ghost's tragic eyes bore into hers, revealing a sorrowful tale of a life cut short. Unable to resist the supernatural pull, Mia found herself drawn into the spirit story. The ghostly figure led Mia to a secluded corner of the parking lot. There, hidden in the shadows, Mia discovered an old, abandoned well, a forgotten relic of the past. The ghost pointed towards it, her silent plea echoing in Mia's mind. As Mia peered into the depths of the well, she saw a reflection of the ghost's tragic demise. The well, once a source of life-giving water, had become a tomb for the woman's lost soul. Mia felt an overwhelming urge to help the spirit find peace. With trembling hands, Mia retrieved a necklace she wore, a family heirloom with a small key pendant. The ghostly woman nodded approvingly as Mia approached the well and dropped the key into its depths. A soft glow enveloped the area, and Mia felt an inexplicable connection with the spirit. The ghostly figure faded away, leaving behind a sense of gratitude. Mia returned to her car, her heart still racing, but now with a newfound awareness of the paranormal. As she turned the key once more, the engine roared to life, breaking the eerie silence. With a mix of fear and awe, Mia drove away from the parking lot, leaving the ghostly encounter behind. The city sounds returned, and the night resumed its usual rhythm. Mia couldn't shake the feeling that the supernatural world had briefly intersected with her own, leaving her with an unforgettable and chilling tale to tell.